This MasterTop soft top protection window roll is for those of you that have a 1987 all the way up through the most current model year Wrangler that are looking for a way to protect your windows when they're removed from your soft top. Of course, if you have a soft top, you probably like to pull the windows out, put the top down, but we all know if you just throw the windows anywhere, they can get scratched up and can become hard to see through, as well as a little bit ugly. So a protection piece like this is going to be a pretty good idea for you. This is going to be something that's very, very easy to use. If I had to rate it, I would definitely say 1 out of 3 wrenches. Very, very simple, and I'm going to show you how to use it in just a second. So this is going to be something that allows you to roll up your windows into a nice compact roll here. It does have almost like a soft top material on the outside, but on the inside it has a very nice soft felt-like material, and there are multiple layers of that, so you can put one between each of the 3 windows that you're going to be putting in here to ensure that they're not going to scratch against each other, even if they do have a little bit of dirt or some sort of grit on them. Of course, if they're completely covered in dirt, you're not going to be putting them in here, but if they are a little bit dirty between the last time you washed your Jeep and this time, you're not going to have any of that chafing, which can happen in some of the other options that are out there. Now, if you are looking for window protection, you're really going to find 2 different options. One is going to be a roll like this, and the other is going to be a larger carrying bag, essentially. And those bags don't require or even allow you to roll your windows, so they're going to be much larger. The benefit to one of those is that you can very easily carry the bag around, take the window out, slide it inside the bag, and then hang the bag up in your garage, lay it in a corner somewhere, put it inside your Jeep, whatever you want to do. While this is going to be much more compact, the only downside, if you want to call it that, of something like this, is you need to have a large area where you can lay this thing out, you can flip the felt back, where it's not going to be laying in the getting dirty, picking up a bunch of stuff that is going to scratch your windows, and then put the windows in one after the other and then roll this up. So it does take a little bit of space to be able to get it to this point where it is nice and compact and easy to move around. So just something to keep in mind, this versus some of the other options out there. Now, considering this versus a couple of those other choices, this is going to be a little bit more moderately priced than some of the others. This comes in at right around $70. And I do think that is going to be worth it when you consider the price of replacing the windows in your Jeep. This is going to be significantly less expensive than that. And like I said before, even less expensive than some of those other protection bags that are going to be a little bit larger. So if you're looking for something that allows you to roll your windows into a nice compact shape like this, I do think this is going to be a pretty good choice at a pretty fair price. So like I said before, now I'm going to show you exactly how to use this protection roll. So like I said before, this is very, very easy to use. It's really designed for you to put the windows in and out of on a regular basis, so they make it very, very simple. 1 out of 3 wrenches, not really an installation, but again, very, very simple. So I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. Obviously, you can see we have all 3 of the windows out of the Jeep behind us, and the only thing you really have to do to the windows to be able to use this storage bag is remove the tailgate bar from the back window. Now, this is a universal fit item. This is going to work for anything from a YJ up to the current JL and any new generations that come after. So this process may be a little bit different depending on which generation you're working with, but for most gens, you can really just slide the tailgate bar right off the window. This is going to have to get stored separately in another location. But once you have that tailgate bar removed from the windows, you're really ready to go. So what we're going to do is just unfold the storage bag. Just a little bit of room there. And as you can see on the inside of the bag here, you're going to have a couple of Velcro straps. You're going to want to go ahead and release those. And then you're going to have this soft felt material. That's what's going to go between the windows to keep them from scratching each other. So you'll pull all of the felt to the one side, and then we'll go ahead and pop our first window into the storage bag. We're going to start with our rear window. Slides right into place, and we'll fold 1 layer of the felt material over top of it. Tuck the edges underneath here, just make sure everything's nice and neat. Then we'll pop our next window in. And again, fold the next layer of felt over top. Finally, the second side window, Same thing. And the last layer of the felt. Now those Velcro straps that we undid in the beginning, we can go ahead and reattach those across the top. And then finally, roll everything up, starting with whichever end you want. We're going to start over here where the felt is actually attached onto the storage bag here. Just roll everything up nice and tight. Once you're finished rolling up your window storage bag, you can use the included straps to ensure that everything stays rolled up. So if you're looking for a way to store your windows in a nice compact roll and a way to protect them from scratching as well, I would recommend this option from MasterTop, and you can find it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.